Hello everyone, welcome to the Cottage. I'm Joey the Veiled Cottage Witch, and today we're going to talk about a very special herb called Lobelia. If you're not familiar, I wasn't either. This is an herb I accidentally ordered and then fell in love with. So Lobelia's scientific name is Lobelia Irenis, which is actually just one name. It has several scientific names because Lobelia has such a wide range of species. It's kind of whatever color it appears is the name of the species. And that's what goes also with the common or folk name of Lobelia. So I have a story. I accidentally ordered Lobelia. As you can see, I haven't used it very much. I was ordering Blue Lotus and was mistakenly given Lobelia. So instead of sending it back, I thought, well, why not? I'll just keep it and I will use it somehow. And the more that I did research here lately, preparing for this series, the more I fell in love with it. So the common names are asthma weed, bladder pod, gag root, true story, puke weed. I can't make this stuff up, you guys. Cardinal flower. Now that's specifically to the red cardinal flower, Lobelia cardinalis, known for its brilliant red flowers. So right here, I wanted to show you. Isn't that beautiful? So Indian tobacco is also a name for Lobelia inflata. Edging lobelia, also known as annual lobelia and laguna flower, refers to common ornamental garden varieties like Lobelia irenis, which is the most common. That's the word. There's also water lobelia, which is a common name for Lobelia dortmana. It's a native plant found in aquatic habitats. How beautiful is that? There's Calm's lobelia, a name for Lobelia calmi, and then Mexican lobelia, which is a common name for Lobelia laxiflora, also Mexican cardinal flower, the big red flower that I showed you. So before we get too into this, I want to talk a little bit about my sponsor. But before we do that, if this sounds interesting to you and you want to know more about this wonderful flower, stick around. You just might learn something. Okay, so Lobelia was named after Matthias de Lobel, a famous French botanist and physician to the court of King James I. After chewing the plant, early settlers noted that the taste was similar to tobacco and produced effects like that of nicotine. The principal alkaloid in domestic tobacco, Nicotiana tabacum. Same. So Lobelia folklore includes its use by various Native American tribes for medicinal, spiritual, and protective purposes, such as a love charm, an emetic, and a remedy for addiction or spiritual ailments. In European folk magic, some species were seen as baneful herbs, associated with hatred and used in rituals for love, anti-love, or to induce prophetic dreams. Historically, the Lobelia genus has been associated with themes of love, peace, and healing, with specific colors like the blue Lobelia symbolizing tranquility. So speaking of tranquilness, let me talk a little bit about my sponsor, Yeti Scrubs. Go to yetiscrubs.com. Check out what they have. They have, of course, their famous body scrubs, laundry detergent, body lotion, bath bombs, you name it, lip scrubs. They have such an amazing selection of the best smelling stuff ever. They use Dead Sea salts and vitamin E rich oils to combine into the best for your skin. Laundry detergents that good for your skin? Come on. Look at these bath bombs. I mean, amazing, amazing stuff. So go to yetiscrubs.com, fill up your cart, and enter the code word Veiled Witch, all one word. You get free shipping on your order. So don't hesitate. Go right now. I love their stuff. They're amazing. Okay, back to Lobelia. So Lobelia flowers have held various symbolic meanings across different cultures. Traditionally, they were associated with love, beauty, and healing. In the language of flowers, which dates back to the Victorian era, Lobelia was often gifted as a token of affection and admiration. The blue Lobelia flowers in particular are believed to represent peace and tranquility. Look how beautiful these are, making them a thoughtful gift for promoting harmony. It would work for me. Now, in ancient cultures, Lobelia was revered not only for its aesthetic appeal, but also for its supposed mystical properties. It was often used in ceremony and rituals aimed at healing and protection. Some Native American tribes also used Lobelia in spiritual practices, believing it could ward off evil spirits. Cherokee and other tribes incorporated Lobelia into ceremonies to connect with the divine and heal the body. Now, Lobelia was sometimes offered to ceremonial fires in smudge bundles, acting like Indian tobacco to carry prayers to the Great Spirit. Some tribes even used Lobelia to ward off evil spirits and negative energy. The cardinal flower was considered a potent love charm in some Native American lore. The language of flowers, or florography, used Lobelia as a symbol of love and admiration, especially the beautiful blue varieties. I can't look at these enough. Gorgeous. Now, blue Lobelia flowers also were gifted to promote harmony and express feelings of calmness and serenity. Now, in modern witchcraft, Lobelia was sometimes used in fairy gardens to attract or communicate with fae beings. Communicate responsibly. Always leave offerings. And it has been used in ritual work to dispel storms or to enhance divination practices. Love it. All right, on to medicinal properties. The primary active alkaloid in Lobelia inflata, which is Indian tobacco, lobeline, has been the focus of most medicinal research. Now, traditionally, Lobelia has been used as a respiratory stimulant, expectorant, and antispasmodic to help with conditions like asthma and bronchitis. Animal studies suggest that the lobeline in Lobelia can relax airways and stimulate breathing, but human trials are lacking, so there's no concrete proof. Due to its lobeline content, which has effects similar to nicotine, Lobelia was once marketed as an aid to quitting smoking. However, clinical studies failed to show it was effective, and the FDA banned its sale in over-the-counter smoking cessation products in 1993. They banned it, which makes, anytime something's banned, it makes me want to like tell people to use it anyway. That's just the rebellion in me, I think. Now, animal studies have explored lobeline's potential to treat addictions to drugs like amphetamines and heroin by modulating dopamine release, a neurotransmitter involved in addiction. Human research on this is limited. Primarily, animal studies suggest that lobeline may have antidepressant, anticonvulsant, and memory-enhancing properties. A small human study on adults with ADHD found only insignificant improvements. That's not to say it won't work for you, but not likely. Other compounds found in some Lobelia species have shown antioxidant and anti-inflammatory activities in lab and animal settings, suggesting potential benefits for conditions related to cellular damage and anti-inflammation or inflammation. All parts of the Lobelia plant are considered toxic, especially in large doses, due to its high concentration of alkaloids. For most people, oral use is considered likely unsafe, unfortunately. Those side effects might include nausea, vomiting and diarrhea, dizziness and tremors, heart problems. I sound like one of those commercials, like including rapid or irregular heartbeat and low blood pressure, excessive sweating, coughing, and mental confusion. In high doses, convulsion, coma, and even death from respiratory paralysis. So use caution. For me, I'm not going to drink it as a tea. Not worth it. But I'm going to use it magically for anything like that I need to use it. My workaround is I'll use it in like a candle spell or an incense for healing. That's my workaround. Now, lobelia should be avoided by pregnant and breastfeeding women and by people with heart disease, high blood pressure, and stomach or intestinal problems. And it can interfere with medications like lithium. Because of its toxicity and the lack of scientific evidence supporting its efficacy in humans, lobelia should be used with extreme caution and only with strict medical supervision. The risk of serious side effects and poisoning far outweighs the limited evidence for its benefits. So here's my workaround. Put it in a sachet and make a healing sigil on the outside, or put it in an incense, or anoint a candle and put it make it as a powder and roll that candle in the lobelia powder. Sympathetic magic is the key here, because you're not ingesting it, but you're using it for yourself. You can also stuff a puppet of yourself with it. That's the workaround. That's how you use stuff that you shouldn't ingest as healing for yourself. That's how you get the workaround. That is my advice to you. That is how I would use something that is not good for me to ingest. I will use it magically in a healing spell for myself. That's the workaround. All right, magical properties. The element is water. The energy is receptive. You've often heard me say the gender is either male or female. I'm no longer doing that. Thanks to book club and the book that we're reading, I've learned no longer to call gender because plants really don't have a gender. So their energy is either projective or receptive. So the energy is receptive. Planet is Saturn, and the day of the week it's most potent is Saturday. So here we go. Lobelia is believed to help ward off negative energy and spirits. So you can use it as a strewing herb. You can also burn it as an incense to get rid of any kind of negative energy, like after an argument, or if there's some kind of energy that just isn't right, you can use that. You can also use it as an incense to purify your body. Good stuff. It can be incorporated into rituals to protect against harmful substances, evil spirits, and negative influences. Same way. Powdered lobelia can be thrown into the air to protect against thunderstorms, according to Native American tradition. I'm going to try that, see if it works. Lobelia is sometimes used in conjunction with other herbs for divination purposes. So if you're making a divination incense, add it to that. Beautiful. It can be used to facilitate dream work and trance states. So you can put it into a dream pillow, put it beside your bed or underneath your pillow, give you good dreams, along with like mugwort and lavender, maybe linden. If you watched my last episode, lobelia is employed in various spirit work traditions. So put it in an incense or make it into an infused oil if you want to call in your beloved dead and work with that spirit. Perfect for that. It's considered a feminine water-associated plant. So anytime you're working with intuition, you're working with the emotions, anything like that, any water-based power or energy, lobelia is your plant. It's used in rituals relating to both seeking love and preventing love. So if you're trying to attract a person or you're trying to push them away, make sure your intention is clear which one you're trying to do. And that is what you want to do. That is a great herb for that. It's used in purification rituals. So any way you want to use that, you can brew it as a tea, like an infusion, let it cool, and then either put it in a spray bottle or use it in your mop water and make it into a floor wash. Beautiful. And finally, it's considered a beneficial ingredient for weather magic, particularly in connection with storms. So like we talked about earlier, throwing it up into the air. You might want to burn it and see if that helps your bad weather stay away. I don't know. Fuck around and find out. See what happens. All right. So for personal uses, I have not done anything with my lobelia yet, but my plan is to make an astral travel incense with that. That is my plan. So maybe I'll do a video and you guys can watch me make an astral travel incense. If you want to watch that, if you guys are interested, put it down in the comments. And if I get enough people interested in it, I'll do a video. All right. So that was Lobelia. So how do you use Lobelia in your practice? Have you ever heard of it? Is it new to you? Do you use it? Let me know. I'd really like to know. Let's get that conversation started. Please give this video a like, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. Please visit my website at theveiledcottagewitch.com. You can sign up for a service, a workshop, classes, readings by Bobby Viero over at Wild Raven Tarot on YouTube. Amazing reader. You can also shop my herbal shop for all my herbal remedies and magical needs. Just don't forget to enter the code word, all caps veiled, to get your free shipping. That's only available through my YouTube channel and my gift from me to you. So don't forget to do that. If you'd like to financially support this channel, you can do so by buying me a coffee. All the details are down below, or you can just scan this QR code right here, but absolutely no pressure. Just live your best life and live for yourself. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.